Bruno said, it doesn't depend on my small person, and also not on God's omnipotence. It depends on the person alone. Again, Bruno said, it doesn't depend on my small person, and also not on God's omnipotence. It depends on the person alone. Bruno helps. God helps. And that's only if we seek it. I don't want to say only. I want to say, God is all around us and always available. And there's this way in which we can say no to God to a certain extent, that we can shut out the divine. Sometimes I think tuning in is nothing more than breaking the habit. Like, human beings have a habit of saying no to God. And sometimes I think tuning in is nothing more than turning around and saying yes to God. Bruno Groening said every human being has God's protection, but he must know it. He must use it, this divine protection. Bruno said, I'll read the whole quote. Every human being has God's protection, but he must know it. He must use it, this divine protection. This, unfortunately, is what most people had not done. They didn't know all that. Humans no longer know that God speaks to them, that God has determined so much for them, and that he has not accepted this and still barely able to accept it to this day because he blocks himself, because he is busy toying with evil. So we don't want to, Bruno Groening said, trust and has faith. It helps. It heals the divine power. And if we're blocking it, then we're blocking it. That's the mystery of free will. God's will for us is happiness. God's omnipotent, yet we can say no to that. It's quite mind-boggling how much power, in a sense, God has given us in this gift of free will. How many tens of thousands of people met Bruno Groening in person and didn't receive a healing? Didn't even take in any divine power? A lot. Bruno Groening can't, well, he probably could, but he wouldn't force the good on us. He said that he wouldn't. So that doesn't, it's not an either or, it's a both and. That doesn't mean, oh, God isn't going to help me at all. Oh, Bruno isn't going to help at all. No. But what it means is all the help Bruno wants to give and all the omnipotent, limitless help that's available from God, we have to seek it. We have to stop blocking it. Bruno said, I can help. And I can give back to each person the connection that he really needs, the connection to God. Great. Bruno Groening can help. He can give us back the connection we need, the connection to God. But that's not the end of the quote. But you have to take it in. You have to listen to God. And you have to take in his transmission the way he intended for us. We have to take it in. And the German word "hören" that's translated as listen, it really attend, focus, not just listen, but like give full attention to. So you have to give your full attention to God. You have to take in his transmission the way he intended for us. So Bruno Groening can help, but we have to take the energy in, the transmission. We have to give deep, deep attention to God. And then we have to take it in the way God wants us to do. In essence, relate to God, relate to this energy. Not the way we want, but the way God wants us to. like to thank everyone who dropped by, everyone who watched this video. I wish you a day. I wish you in this moment and in this day saying yes to God, saying yes to help, and recognizing our essential part in our path of freeing, receiving the help that frees us from evil, and our part in freeing ourselves from all evil, all burdens, all problems.